Welcome everyone to West Explains Best. We're doing rotate points today. We've already done the basic version. Check out that video if you haven't already. But now we're doing the nondescript version. Doesn't say basic, doesn't say advanced, doesn't say regular. It's just the rotate points. Let's go ahead and get into it. Point Q was rotated negative 30 degrees. The center of rotation is indicated. It says center right there, so can't miss it. Here's our center. And here's point Q, rotated negative 30 degrees. Well, we have to understand positive and negative degree rotation. So if we have a coordinate plane here, a positive rotation would be going this way. So positive rotations actually go counterclockwise. Negative rotations go the opposite direction, clockwise. So that would be a negative rotation. This would be a positive rotation. So we're going negative 30 degrees. Negative 30 degrees. So if we're on point Q, that's our starting position, we know we need to go this direction, okay? With only a 30 degree negative angle, there's no way we could possibly make it full circle all the way around to A or B. So these are clearly bad answers. So now we're just looking at either C or D as possible answers here. Let's consider both individually. If we are talking about D, let's connect to the point here. That looks like our angle. That's looking almost like a 45 degree angle, whereas this other one, let's do that in purple. Okay, this purple one looks more like a 30 degree angle. That looks like a small angle. Whoops. Looking like a small angle there. I'm guessing that is the 30 degree angle. Blue, that Q to center to D looks more like 45 degrees. So we're going to go with C as our answer there. Next question. Now we're on the coordinate plane. We're rotating about the origin, 0, 0, by negative 165 degrees. Okay, now I talked about positive and negative rotations. One thing I want to talk about too is if we rotate 180 degrees. So if I rotate positive 180 or negative 180, I get to the same spot. It's like a half turn, okay? So you arrive at the same point. Imagine yourself facing forward and you turn around to your right versus turn around to your left. You get to the same spot whether you go to the left or the right, turning around, okay? That's what 180 degree is a turnaround. So we're at Q. Why am I talking about 180? Because negative 160 is almost, I almost covered it up, is almost to negative 180. So we're almost doing a complete turnaround, okay? A complete straight line. Imagine I draw a line between these two. It almost makes, well, 180 makes a straight line. 160 will almost make a straight line here. So if I'm talking about Q and I'm rotating almost a straight line, where do I end up? Okay. Well, first we need to consider the negative direction here. So the negative direction, I am going this way. I'm going clockwise. So I'm going this way, going this way, going this way, and I get somewhere over here. If I were to draw a line here to the origin, okay, you always want to connect it to the origin. Whoops, I want this red one here, okay. So I connect it to the origin, and then I connect it to C. It looks like I'm making a line that's more than 180 degrees. That looks more than 180 because a straight line would look something like that, okay? So I don't think it's C. So let's check out D and make sure that's less than 180. So I'll make my line to the origin. Okay, that's my center of rotation, so you always connect to the origin. And then I'm going to connect it to D, and it looks like I'm a little short of 180, and that's what I need. I need this to be negative 165, not 180, so it's going to be D for my answer here. Next question. Rotated negative 150. The center of rotation is indicated. We're doing Q. Q is getting all the love. So here's Q, and I need to attach it to my center. Okay. Now I'm going negative 150. We already talked about the negative direction. That's this way. So I'm going this way. If I were to go full 180, it'd be over here. So I'm going to draw my full 180 as a reference. So that's my 180 cutoff. C is clearly out because, wait, hold on a second. Q, yeah, it doesn't look like it's maintaining distance, so that's a little frustrating. It's because it should maintain distance in a perfect arc on this side. Actually it does. I think it does. So C's out because this distance here, let's take a look. Sorry. I got a little confused. So this distance here is not equal to that distance there between those two. So C is not out, or C is out, sorry. Now, we're almost to 180. We're 30 short of 180. So B looks more like, I mean, that's barely an obtuse angle. That's a little bit over 90. So it can't be that. But so we're going to be looking at A as our answer. It's a big angle. So that's negative 150. And it maintains distance. That's an important attribute of rotations. So this distance here is maintained with that distance there. We're talking about point A as the rotation point for Q after negative 150 degrees. Point P, rotated by 105. Okay, 105, that's a little bit more than 90. A little bit more than 90, which is a 90 right angle, a square angle. So let's first highlight P. Let's find him. Here he is. And we're going positive direction this time. Finally, some positivity around here. That means we're going this way. Okay? We're going that way. Now, we need to determine what is a 90-degree angle and then go from there. So a 90-degree, let's use green because we're positive now. 90 degrees, we're going to connect this to the origin because that's our center. Always important to consider your center. And now 90 degrees would look something like this. Okay, so there's 90 degrees. B is less than this positive 90-degree rotation, so it can't be B. Now A is a little bit more than that. Maybe 15 degrees more than 90. So 90 degrees plus 15 degrees. It looks like that, and it looks like the distance is maintained. Remember we talked about that last problem? That distance is maintained. That looks like a 105-degree rotation, and that would be our answer, letter A. C and D are trying to confuse you. That's a negative rotation from there. Counterclockwise is positive. Check it. 100%. Let's go. I know you guys are going to have the same success. Remember, take the problem slow. Consider what we've learned about positive and negative rotations, and just analyze the problem for what it's worth. Get rid of bad choices, and you'll be fine. Okay? Hopefully you guys learned something with this math. Hopefully you learned a life lesson along the way too. Looking forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching.